Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are going to be doing a question and answer. I posted on my Instagram to have you guys ask me some questions. So a few people asked me questions, so I'm going to answer them here. I'm drinking some hot chocolate. It's night time right now. I just put her to sleep and it's so cold, so I'm just drinking some hot chocolate. I put a lot of mushrooms. I put a lot of marshmallows in here, so I'm gonna be drinking this and spilling some tea. Just kidding. Not much tea going on, but yeah, I'm gonna answer some questions, and yeah, so just keep on watching if you guys are interested in learning a little bit about me. So let's get on to the questions. So the first question I got was, what are you most interested in pursuing from what you studied, if you are? So I'm a sociology major. If you guys didn't know, I'm gonna graduate this semester with my degree in sociology. And I honestly don't know like what I really want to do. I honestly don't. But the more and more I talk to people, sociology is such an interesting major to study, and it's really like a heavily people integrated major. So like honestly, I might like see myself being a therapist or a psychiatrist because I love talking to people and I love getting to know people and helping people. So that might be somewhere in my future. I don't know. But that's something that I'm like learning about myself as I talk to people. And when people like talk to me about their problems and stuff, I'm like learning that I love to help them with them. So I don't know, that might be my future. I'm not sure yet, but maybe. Yeah. So another question was, what are your go-to healthy snacks for a toddler? So that's a good question because honestly, I do so much research on this because I really want to be feeding Ezra the best foods he can get. I want him to grow up to be a really healthy kid. So I make him smoothies a lot. I put kale, spinach, apples, chia seeds, strawberries, blueberries, a lot of health foods in there. Bananas, he loves bananas. So he drinks smoothies quite often. He loves smoothies. He does bananas. He loves bananas, you guys. Like, that kid would eat 20 bananas a day if I let him. He loves bananas. So we do bananas. What else? So I get him these brown rice cakes from Trader Joe's and I put some sunflower butter on them for extra fat. What else do I do? Fruit, you know, tangerines, strawberries, blueberries. Oh, you guys, duh, I make him some spinach banana waffles. They're super good. I made them on one of my vlogs. Oh, actually, no, I didn't. That video will be up soon, but they're really easy. You can just look up that recipe on Pinterest. They're spinach and banana waffles. They're all over Pinterest, so they're really good. And I've been adding chia seeds to them, and like he doesn't even know. And sometimes I add blueberries to them too, just to add some like extra like health in them. You know, it's just he doesn't know because they're waffles, so might as well add what you can. Sometimes I put sunflower butter in them. And the reason why I use sunflower butter instead of like almond butter is because his school doesn't allow nut butters. So I have to use sunflower butter as an alternative. So that's why I do that. Yeah, I try to feed him as whole as possible. He does eat prepackaged foods, but I try to keep it as minimal as possible. My go-to prepackaged snacks are the brand Made Good, and they have like vegetables in them, but they're like a granola bar, but they have vegetables in them, so I like giving him those. I like giving him protein bites from the Sunflower brand, I believe. Oh, maybe it's like the Life Good brand, I'm not sure, but they're just like protein bites. If you look them up, I'm sure you can find them on Amazon or whatever. I get them at Trader Joe's though. So yeah, so I give him those. But yeah, I really just try to keep it really simple, really minimalist, because honestly, they're just kids. They don't need crazy things, but they do need healthy things. So I try to keep it as healthy as possible. And yeah, so just as whole as possible. So I think that answered the question. Yeah. So, all right. So another question was, how much do you study? study as much as I should study, to be honest with you. But I study for exams. I study when I have papers and stuff like that. Luckily this semester, I mean, I don't know how lucky that is, but this semester I really don't have much exams. Most of them are like paper style exams, so you just kind of gotta know what's going on in order to do well in them. Yeah, so how I study is I basically make Google Docs of everything that I think is going to be on the test, and then I just study that each day. I try to give myself a week to study for exams and stuff like that, because I feel like it's really not good to cram. You're not going to retain the information. You'll forget it most likely right after the test. You're going to stress yourself out. You're going to stress yourself out if you cram. Like, I really just don't encourage anyone to cram. I've never crammed like that because my brain doesn't work like that. So I urge you not to cram. But yeah, so I just make Google Docs. I study as often as I can. I make flashcards sometimes depending on what the subject is. You gotta learn what your study type is too, because not everybody studies the same, not everybody learns the same. So you gotta find that out about yourself. But Google Docs have been like a main thing for me, and making sure I'm reading my textbooks, because sometimes when I'm not reading the material, I'm not retaining the information, because I'm just going to class, I'm just listening to what the lecturer is saying. I'm not really like understanding it from my perspective if I don't do the reading beforehand. So reading is really important too when you're studying, because it helps you connect back to the theories, especially in sociology. Like, reading is so important in sociology. If you don't do the reading, it's like you're kind of SOL sometimes. So yeah, so that's how I study, I guess. What are things you wish you knew before you went to Berkeley? I wish I knew a lot about Berkeley before I went there. So I wish I would have visited it before I came here. I never visited, so I just came here and yeah, started going. But I wish I would have visited just to get like the climate of Berkeley and the culture and all that stuff. Yeah, I don't know, like, I wish that I would have been more open to making friends when I first got here. I know that wasn't like before I came here, but I started making friends like last year, or this year actually, and it changes things. When you have friends, it changes things. When you have people to connect with, it really does change things. It changes your experience. And I wish I had that at the beginning, because I feel like I would have liked it better. I would have connected better on campus. Yeah, and just be mindful that it's gonna take time to acclimate to things. And I knew that, honestly, I knew that, but Berkeley is different. It's really, really different. I don't know. It's just a really different school, honestly. Like, I don't know. I don't want to bash it or anything, but it's been a great education. I've learned a lot here. I got a free education, and it's been a journey. It's really been a journey, but definitely do your research about your school you go to before you go. So yeah. Alrighty. And also another thing about Berkeley is, obviously it's such a great university that I feel like they put a lot of pressure on us as students to uphold the name of Berkeley. And so, you know, we're expected to excel. You know, that's what we're expected to do. We're expected to be super academic and super hardcore, and it's really overwhelming at times. And I feel like that culture at Berkeley makes us forget why we're here, and makes us so focused on our grades than like actually learning the material. I've found that for a lot of students, and you know, when I tell people like I'm not trying to get straight A's, they're so like perplexed by me, and it's as if they're like judging me hardcore. But it's like, for me, honestly, like being a mom and wearing so many hats, getting straight A's is not on my radar anymore. And that's not a lot of students' radars at Berkeley, and I get it, you know, grad school, whatever, all that stuff, but like there's more to it than getting straight A's. And I think that that's something that really is not preached enough at my school, because people are really like hardcore, like really hardcore. It's like sometimes I'm like, just chill, like just chill. And sometimes I find myself, you know, being like that too, but I snap myself out of it because honestly, like my mental health and me being a mom is so much more important than breaking my back to get straight A's, because sometimes it's just not doable. Like it's just really not. So yeah. Okay. Somebody asked me, do I want any more kids? Do I want any more kids? Yes, one day. I do. I don't know, we'll see. The next question is kind of personal, you guys. When am I gonna get married? Not sure. We'll see about that one too. All right, next question. So when Sarah asked, she was our neighbor in Hawaii, me and Jada's neighbor in Hawaii. She asked me, what do you miss most about Hawaii? Also miss you lots. Okay, miss you too, girl. So you guys, now I'm gonna do a story time about how I dropped out of college after my first semester at University of Hawaii. So to answer her question, the most thing that I miss at Hawaii is, I don't know, I felt like I was just a student there. Like, you know, I kind of take that for granted now because, you know, I'm not just a student anymore. I'm a mom. I wear all these hats, like I've said before. Totally my choice. I love it. But like my life in Hawaii was so much different than my life is now. Me and Jada just went to school. We did our thing. We came home. Like we just did our own thing, and I really liked that. I really focused on myself out there. I worked out every day. I focused on my health and bettering myself as a person. I just miss, I don't know, I just miss like the freeness of Hawaii. I feel like Hawaii is a place to be if you just want to chill and live a carefree life and just live day by day. Like that is the environment for you. It definitely wasn't really the environment that I am. Like for my personality, I'm not that type of person, honestly. I like structure. I I love structure. Like I thrive on structure. So wasn't the best place for me, but yeah, so the freeness of Hawaii, I kind of miss that because sometimes life here is just so hectic, and I feel like life in Hawaii is just not like that at all. So it's probably the most thing I miss there. But let me tell you guys how I dropped out after one semester. So me and my best friend Jada went there after high school. That was our dream school. We wanted to go there so bad, and we did. So fast forward to us going. After we got accepted, we went. Our parents took us, all that stuff. After the first week there, we were kind of like, what is this place? So for one, it was really hard to join things. I keep saying I'm sorry. So a lot of the things we wanted to join, you had to be Hawaiian. Like I was in ASB in high school, so I wanted to do the ASB there just to meet people and like get involved in the school. And you had to be Hawaiian. Like I don't know if it's like that anymore, but you had to be Hawaiian to be on their ASB. So I felt really secluded. I didn't really feel like welcomed there, and I didn't really like that at all. So when you go to that school, you have to go to Waikiki to do all your grocery shopping and all that stuff. So we would go there a few times a week, do our grocery shopping, go out to eat, go to the mall, go to the beach, do all that stuff. And every single time we went out, we would be harassed by people, specifically transients. And like nothing against them, but we would be harassed all the time and cussed out and just like talked to you inappropriately, and we didn't feel comfortable. We didn't feel safe going out in public. And also we were followed a few times on the bus. So in Hawaii, you take a bus around. Most people travel by bus or like mopeds. So we would travel by bus to get everywhere. And we were followed a few times on the bus. And after that experience, like me and Jada were kind of just like over going out in public because it was uncomfortable. We didn't really know the place that well. We didn't know like what places were safe or not. And so like it just made us feel really uncomfortable when we were followed. And it was like that, like we don't have any family. We barely have friends out there. Like, if we go missing, like, how are people gonna find us, you know? So that was just a really scary thought. And so after that, honestly, me and Jada would just order food to our dorms. We would go out in the daytime. We wouldn't go out at nighttime. We kept it really chill and really safe because we were not about to go missing in Hawaii. We just really weren't. But yeah, the bus is the main transportation, which was fine. It wasn't really that bad, honestly, because the buses are so big out there. The buses were pretty clean and it was just like, it was fine. But in order to go places, you had to take the bus. And so to get to other beaches, it would take hours and hours to get to the beach by bus. And like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not trying to sit in the bus for 3 hours. Like, I'm just really not. And like, the nearest Target was like an hour and a half by bus. And it was just a lot. Like, it was a lot, honestly. It was really overwhelming. Honestly, I have nothing really bad to say about my classes that I took, like the education there. I have nothing really bad to say about that, honestly. But it wasn't a good fit for us. It just really wasn't. The food, oh my goodness. The food in our dining halls, sometimes it was good, but most of the time, not so good. Like, literally, I went vegetarian there because the food options were just very minimal and I just kept it simple, and I was a vegetarian out there. That's also how I got so fit though, because I was eating really healthy and I was working out every day. So I do miss that. I do miss that because I was like super fit in Hawaii. But yeah, the food, sometimes the food would be like rotted. I would take pictures of like the fruit and stuff sometimes if it was like rotted because I was so disgusted. We were just so fed up with everything there. But if I were to go back and do everything differently, I definitely would have stayed another semester just so that I can get a little bit more acclimated to it and just give it another chance. I don't think it would have been much different, to be honest with you, but you never know. But yeah, obviously I'm still in college, so I dropped out after that semester and then I went to community college and then I transferred to Berkeley. But it was a journey, honestly, you guys. It was a really big journey for us. Maybe me and Jada will do like a video of us talking about it because I'm like kind of blanking on some things. I think I talked about most things, but it was an experience, you guys. It was really an experience. But I do want to go back to like vacation, like maybe Maui though. Like, I'm like craving a tropical vacation. Are you guys? So guys, that concludes this question and answer. I know I didn't answer too many questions, but I answered a few. So that will conclude this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please subscribe down below if you guys are not subscribed. Please let me know what you guys want to see on my channel. I am thinking about doing Vlogmas, I think. So let me know if that's something you'd be interested in seeing. And yeah, so I'm gonna snuggle up in my bed, take off my makeup, and watch some YouTube. And I hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.